Good morning. This is Daily Hebrew Declarations with Daniel Jedediah Cook, and I'm reading the declaration for today, March the 27th, 2021. The three Hebrew letters we're honoring today are Samech, Pei Final, and Shin. Along with those three living letters, we're also honoring the spirit of understanding, the spirit of knowledge, and the spirit of might. The declaration today reads this: wheel within a wheel, words spoken to reveal the sons, the offspark of Yahweh. Now, today's declaration begins with this place of the wheel within a wheel, and we're talking about the wheel within a wheel that was seen by Ezekiel. And the truth is that scripture has a lot more weight right now than I believe it ever before. And it was really talking about the place of who we are now as sons. You see, when we look at a wheel within a wheel, we begin to see the place of Yahweh not only surrounding us and being a part of us, but remember, if you've looked at the scripture, it talks about that the wheel was full of eyes, and eyes all around. And you see, if you think about it, just think about it for just a moment. Have you ever wondered what those eyes were and whose eyes they were? Yes, we know they're a part of the wheel within the wheel. There's a part of me that says, I wonder if those are my set of eyes. If that's the reason why there are eyes all around. You see, quite some time ago, Yahweh took me into the secret place, and he asked me to step inside of his heart. And when he did, I stood on the base of his heart, on the very septum that separates the upper and the lower part of his heart. And I actually began to rise up, and my eyes were directly behind his eyes. And I began to see through his eyes. Now, I thought that had happened before, but not like this. This was something completely different from what I had ever seen before. And it really began to mess with me because as I looked through his eyes, I saw the depth of his love for me. And in that place, I began to think about it a little bit later as Yahweh gave me, as really I had a chance to dig into and meditate on what had just happened. And I started to ask Yahweh, I said, wait a minute, if I was in you and looking through your eyes from the place of the secret place, and you are in me, and the secret place is inside of my heart, is there another set of eyes that you see through? Yahweh said, yes, your eyes. It began a part of me that began to ask two questions. And you guys have heard me say this before on the podcast. What do you see and how do you see it? A little bit later on, he asked me an additional question of why do you see it that way? And in looking through, I realized that the way that I saw things was also the way that Yahweh saw things through me. In other words, he was placing himself inside of me to look through my eyes. Now, I know that begins to shake a lot of us because we begin to think about all the other things that go on in life and all the situations and everything else that goes along with that. And it begins to really change on the inside because I realize that the things that I look at, Yahweh, is this something that you would look at? That kind of thing. And it really began to mess me up a lot. But I wonder if those wheel within a wheel, see, because when we talk about Echad, we talk about this place of all of us operating together as one. And when we start looking at this wheel within a wheel, each one of us have a different perspective. Each one of us have a place where we begin to see things that we can't see except through someone else's eyes. I used to say back when I was a kid that we all had puzzle pieces, and those puzzle pieces were put together, and it allows us to see a bigger picture of that. Now I begin to see it from another perspective where, because of the way that I see things, that there's a treasure inside of me that needs to be shared with others, and there's a treasure inside of others that need to be shared with all of us. That's the every joint supplies that Paul was talking about. And so the wheel within a wheel is another way of looking at that place of us being Echad, us being one in him. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. That is who we are. And that's what the place of what is rising up right now is the sons of Almighty Yahweh. And thus for us to begin to see who we are in him and operating together as one. You see, today, you guys can probably tell I'm in a different location. I'm over at Cedar Creek Resort here in Missouri, and I'm here for the Dr. Yana and Darla conference. Nancy Cohen is here as well, and we're going. It's the Quantum Hebrew Conference, and this has been an absolutely beautiful time to dig even deeper into the Jewish and the Jewish culture and the Hebrew concepts and the Hebrew thought. It's not that I want to be Jewish. It's not that I want to be. I am. I am Israel. And so that's the place of who all of us, you are Israel. And in that place, I want to learn more about the depths of this. There's a cry in my heart, Father, to know you more. How better to know you more when I see your face in the face of your people. So you see, there's such a great depth here, and I'm thankful to have the opportunity to be able to be here. Matter of fact, if you look behind me, you can see a Gah, and you can see a Shin right over there. That's a part of this. Now, a good friend of mine, Keith Lemon, built this porch, and he put those two letters out there on the sides. Absolutely beautiful. And so let's continue on. But the words spoken to reveal sons. You know, I love when Michelle put this today, because when you look at the place of the words revealing to the words spoken to reveal the sons, we look at the place of where many times our words, the way that we say things, the way that we speak, the way that we carry ourselves, many times has a way of being able to reveal it's what's inside. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks, right? And so in that place, we really begin to realize a lot more of who's inside of us if we stop to listen to even ourselves. And it's in that place that we even begin to reveal to our own self the depth of what Yahweh is saying. Now, today's declaration is going to be a little bit short, just because we've got a lot of things that are going on here, and I will try to continue on through next week to get these done as we go through next week as well. Please forgive me if we miss a day or two, just because of everything that's going on here at Cedar Creek, and we will begin back the following week with the declarations once again. I love you guys. Blessings, shalom, and we will see you soon.